Yo! Making a video. It's kind of, you could call it a recipe, but it's more just like an idea about how to eat bananas. With fruit, you don't have to really... when you get into eating like real foods, whole fresh foods, which are delicious in their natural state, you find that recipes are irrelevant. And you can just eat the fruits, you can just eat fruit. You don't have to make recipes or whatever. But there's sort of a way that I kind of like to eat bananas, and I'm going to show it to you. First of all, a lot of you are probably already keyed into this, but the real spotty bananas are the good ones. I mean, that's what a ripe banana looks like. Eating the bananas that are totally yellow or have like a little bit of green on them is similar to eating like rock hard pears or green pineapples, which will just burn your mouth out if you eat enough of them. So let's start peeling these bananas here. I'm gonna need more space in this compost bucket. We generate a lot of compost here. Kind of a fun way I like to open bananas is just, you just kind of flick them like that. And you'll only really be able to open them like that if they are actually ripe. So, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to wait. Those bananas in the grocery store, they're not ripe. And a lot of times when they get to be ripe, they throw them out. It's funny. It's funny to me. Another way that you can open bananas is, and really, I think a really good way to open them is not even from, a lot of people tend to open them from this side, but it's actually easier to open them from this side. You just give this little nib a pinch, and then it just peels right off. And actually, what you'll find is that if you open it from that side, it takes off all of the annoying like little banana stringy thingies. So that's kind of a plus. So right here I've got about 14 bananas, and that is a solid meal. That is a solid meal. I mean, I don't even... Did you see how easily that banana just opened? I really didn't even... I was just like... and it was just like... done. And that's really a sign of a good ripe banana. It's just desperate to be eaten. It's desperate to be munched. So 14 bananas, it's a solid meal. Oh, that one too. Oh man, these bananas. I'm gonna make love to these bananas. So 14 bananas is a solid meal. I'm gonna have to eat it nice and slowly. Woo! No doubt about that. I mean, usually when I make this recipe, I only use about maybe 10 or something, but 14 will do it. I'll just eat them nice and slowly. It's cool. It just so happens that I have 14 ripe bananas, so I'm gonna use 14 bananas. It's a good meal. I'm excited about it. I'm really excited about life. I wanted to share a few words about meditation because someone asked me to talk about it. They said, I kind of want a video of you talking about your thoughts on meditation. So let me share my thoughts on meditation. This banana has a bruise that I'm going to cut out. It must have been in the bottom of the grocery bag. So, meditation is really tuning in and becoming aware of reality. Part of the path that Buddha sort of described for us, the first step on the path was right view, which basically means know what the truth is. So, in order to know what the truth is, a lot of times we have to really quiet down and listen and tune our senses in ways that we are not, not usually tuned in. Meditation is a way to do that. Meditation in and of itself is not necessarily an act of relaxation. Meditation is not a nap. Meditation is focused. Meditation is like the opposite of sleeping. Meditation is waking up to what's real. You can do so many things in meditation that it's easy to start to think that you can't do it, that you're not worthy of it or something. I'll keep talking about this, but first I'll just go ahead and tell you what I'm going to do with these bananas, which is, since sometimes it's kind of boring or monotonous, or it makes me eat too quickly when I just eat the whole bananas, and so what I like to do is I just take the bananas and I take a bowl and I just slice them, and I make them of varying thickness slices. Kind of makes it interesting. Another reason I do that is because I just, I'm not really going for anything specific here, just eating some bananas. So let me just slice all these up and share my thoughts with you. So it's easy to get caught up in all the different ways to do it, and all the different methods and all the different teachings, etc. That would be a mistake to get caught up in that. Because there's just really simple things you can do, like for instance, sit with your back straight. You can also lay down, but careful about laying down when you meditate, because you really don't want to take a nap. You don't want to drift off. It's good to find a good posture, a nice solid straight spine, opened up. Anyways, so one thing you can do is just find a good posture, and if you want to know about meditative posture, there's a billion videos already on YouTube that you can watch. Which is why, I've been inclined to make actual videos of meditation before, but there's already so many hundreds of them, so I'll rather just be the one to inspire you to search for those, than be the one who's just sharing another thought out of many thousands, hundreds of thousands of thoughts about meditation. How to actually do a particular meditation. So, you don't have to get caught up in all the craziness. One really simple thing you can do is just sit with a good posture and become aware of everything that's happening around you. Close your eyes and listen to everything. Realize every sound that's happening around you. And focus on that. And you'll notice that your thoughts will begin to drift off into ego land and intellect land. And that's okay. That's natural. I mean, that, in fact, the point of meditation is not necessarily to, you don't want to fight anything. You don't want to go against anything. What you want to do is become entirely aware of what is happening. You don't judge what is happening. You don't change what is happening. You just become aware of it. You awaken to what's real. Enlightenment is a synonym for awakening. And meditation can help you become truly awake and aware of what is going on around you. So sit down and figure out what's happening. What do you hear? Everything you hear. What do you smell? What do you taste in your mouth? Maybe I should have eaten more fruits and vegetables. Sometimes that's what your mouth might tell you. Because fruits and vegetables make your breath perfectly chillin'. People take bad breath for granted, but if you eat the right foods, you don't have to worry about it. So, yeah, be chillin' and be aware of what's going on around you. And another simple way to do it or whatever is just, focus on how you feel inside. How does your body feel? Be aware of how your body feels. How do your eyeballs feel right now? Maybe you should not sit at the computer screen so much. That's often what my eyeballs tell me. So I try my best to listen. I find computer time, screen time, it's best during the day, during the sunlight hours. If you get into it once it's dark out, it's like, that's really gonna freak your eyeballs out. You won't notice it unless you're on it excessively, but I know that happens because it happens to me quite often. So another thing you can do, just be aware of your body. How do your toes feel? How do your hips feel? How does the base of your spine feel? How do your fingers feel? Can you feel your heartbeat? Just focus on your heartbeat for a while. If you can't feel your heartbeat, just be chillin'. Maybe, exercise more and eat more fruits and vegetables, and maybe someday soon you will be able to feel your heartbeat when you focus on it. Yeah, and you'll notice your thoughts drifting in and intruding on your meditation. And a mistake would be to say, thoughts, get out of there, I'm meditating. No, you just let them pass by like clouds in the sky. They come and go, it's all good. It just is what it is. Meditation they call it, practice, a meditation practice. Did you practice meditation today? And that's always what it is. It's always practicing. In a weird way, you're never actually doing it. You're only ever practicing it because you never get it perfectly. Because you're only human. And that's okay. You just become aware of that and stay judgment free. I also like to think of meditation, the notion of a meditation practice, as, as you meditate more and more, you realize that you can apply a meditative state to your entire life. And so when you sit down or whatever to practice meditation. What you're practicing is just being alive, because then once you, it's almost like, you know, I'll try to think of like a, you know, a music playing analogy. So let's say you're trying to learn piano and you're practicing piano. What does practicing piano entail? Playing scales over and over and over and over and over again, you know? And then it's just focused, metronome on, focused on scales, you know, or whatever you're doing.
Hi, you've reached 244-0130, and you can leave a message
So anyways,
for Gary or Marla after the beep. Hi, this message is for Marla. This is Stephanie from How to Make the Trust. If you have a moment,
got some messages.
3314. Again, this is Stephanie. Thank you.
So anyways, what you realize is that it really is, okay, so you're at the piano, you're practicing scales and you're practicing for the piano performance, right? Once you're in the performance, there's no metronome. There's no focus on scales. You're actually playing a whole piece of music. And you can, to apply that analogy to meditation practice, it's like meditation is when you just sit down, you turn on the metronome, and you just play scales over and over. It's like just focusing on awareness, awareness, awareness. What's going on? Who am I? What's happening? But it's like you don't have thoughts about it. You just become aware of it by focusing on what is truly real, by having the right view, which is the first step in the Eightfold Path given by Buddha. You know, I'm not a Buddhist or anything, but, you know, dude had some good ideas. So basically, yeah, meditation is like sitting and focusing, practicing on music, focusing on the basics. You know, it's like meditation is focusing on the basics of awareness. And then the performance, similar to like, you know, the piano performance after you've done all your practicing, the performance is everyday life. You get up from your focused meditation and you just do life. And as you practice meditation, you find that the awareness that you developed while focusing in meditation, the awareness begins to ooze into every moment of your life. And that's why it's called a meditation practice, because you're practicing how to be, you know, how to be constantly meditating. And like, you know, you don't, it's like if you become a master meditator, which of course I'm far from mastering meditation, but if you become a master meditator, the idea is that the meditation never stops. Slicing bananas is a meditation. Talking on the phone is a meditation. Practicing piano is a meditation. Washing your hands. Everything. Driving a car. Everything is a meditation. At all moments you are aware of what's happening. That is really beautiful. And you are what you eat. So another thing happening right now is that another member of this household had some of these canned blueberries, and it's just blueberries and water for breakfast, but they only wanted the blueberries, they didn't want the juice, so they left me this cup of juice. And you know what, it's not raw, but it's all good. And so normally I would just eat this plain, but I have this cup of blueberry juice. It's just sort of like cooked blueberries and water. It's delicious. I had a few sips, so I'm just gonna pour this over these bananas, because, you know, that is just the level that I am at this morning. It's not good, it's not bad, it's just real. So another thing you could do is blend up about 10 dates with a 1/4 cup of water or more. You can play, play with the ratios to your liking. You could blend that into a date sauce and pour that over, or just eat it plain. But look at that, that's just like, that's just heaven. I mean, that's, that's anything you want it to be right there. That's energy, that's like power. That's just positive vibrations. It's high frequency living.